Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Nyla Ellison Wellness, a space where sensitive souls come to balance, align, and heal through nervous system regulation. Today, I'm going to be sharing an introduction to the characteristics that we may find in ourselves as empaths or highly sensitive people. Have you ever been asked, why are you so sensitive? Or why are you always so emotional? Or maybe you notice that people are very naturally drawn to you, whether it's people that you already know, and oftentimes strangers. You will find that strangers feel compelled or drawn to come and talk to you. And oftentimes, when they are talking to you, they feel this comforting energy, and it really allows them to share oftentimes pain and or suffering that they are experiencing. If you are feeling one or more of these, you may be an empath. So, what exactly is an empath? An empath is a person who is highly sensitive and aware of the energy and emotions that are around them. The empath is someone who is not only aware of these emotions, but they actually take on and feel this energy, sometimes feeling it so intensely that it can lead to physical, mental, and emotional exhaustion. And because of this innate ability to feel these emotions and feel this energy, empaths are naturally highly intuitive beings. Empaths are kind and very compassionate, and they often give their energy and they give their time when there is really nothing left for them to give. They also tend to take on things when there's really no more space to take on anything else. Empaths often sort of take on the baggage of others while leaving nothing for themselves. So, there are many signs that you can observe about yourself that may indicate that you are an empath or a highly sensitive person. And so today I want to really focus on 5 of these characteristics that may indicate to you that you are, in fact, an empath or a highly sensitive person. So, 1, as I stated earlier, if you are an empath, you are someone who not only notices, but you actually feel and absorb people's energies and emotions. And no matter the nature of these emotions, whether they're interpreted as good or bad, or positive or negative, you as an empath feel them much more intensely and much more deeply than others. 2, your intuition provides you with the ability to sense when someone does not have good intentions. You're able to easily sense when someone is lying, no matter how charming and no matter how convincing they may be. And we will explore this more, but having this intuition and being able to feel when something is not quite right, even though you may not be able to exactly put your finger on what it is, it can create some angst in your professional relationships and romantic relationships as well. So we'll get more into that in another video, but just know that being able to sense and pick up on these slight changes and this energy of someone maybe not having the best intentions can really be difficult in building in your experiences with people that you work with or people that you are in romantic relationships with. 3, you may find that you tend to be more introverted. You may find that when you go into larger crowds, you often feel overwhelmed. You may feel overstimulated. And these spaces can really manifest in the mind this sort of anxious feeling, this feeling of needing maybe to wanting to escape. And physically, it can also manifest in the body again as fatigue or physical exhaustion. 4, you may find yourself becoming easily emotionally drained around some people. Because you take on many things that don't really belong to you, it can leave you with no space left to fill your own cup. It can leave you space where you're not able to process and take on your own pain and suffering because you've taken on so much from others. Again, leading to compassion fatigue, emotional fatigue, and can actually manifest in a physical manifestations as well. Five. Five is especially prevalent for us right now in this particular moment. It seems wherever we turn on the news, we're scrolling social media, there are multiple tragedies and violence in the world that empaths just cannot understand. And because we take this on, it can really be too much to bear. And that's why, for myself as an empath, I really have to watch what I am intaking as far as media and really take time to disconnect because like I said, the tragedies and the violence in the world that we are experiencing oftentimes is just too much to bear in my mind, my body, and my spirit. So, some of you may feel as though being an empath and feeling so deeply is a blessing. And some of you, as empaths, may actually feel that it's a curse. So for me, I used to always wonder why I felt so deeply and why I yearned for these deeper connections with people and why tended to hold on to things when it seemed that other people were so easily able to let those same things go. And as I started to learn more about myself and learn more about what empaths were, I discovered that I held on to those things and I felt so intensely because I was the quintessential definition of an empath. And knowing this really allowed me to understand myself. And I really do see being an empath as a blessing, and I wouldn't change a single thing about who I am as an empath and what I feel and how I feel so intensely and deeply. Just like everything, there are some advantages to being an empath. Like I said, as an empath, you are a kind being, you are a loving being, you are a being that can be of a huge support to the people that you love. But there are also some universal challenges that we deal with and that we may come across. So, some of these may include burnout. We may have this inability to really stick to and establish our boundaries. We may find that we are people pleasers, and we may find that we are constantly suffering from compassion and empathy fatigue when we are not given the proper tools to release, reset, and reground our energy. So, how do you support yourselves through this journey and through this life? Remember, being an empath is not a clinical diagnosis. There is no pill that you can take, there's no cure. And really, would you want to be cured from being a kind being, a loving person, a compassionate being? I surely don't. So, on this channel, I'm going to be sharing many ways to support yourself, to cultivate the ability to release the emotional weight and the emotional baggage of others that you have taken on that does not really belong to you. So, for me, the way has really been focusing on nervous system regulation. And the practices that I'm going to be sharing on this channel are sound healing, which is one of the most powerful nervous system regulators that I have found to date. It provides this beautiful way to release. It provides this beautiful way for us to reconnect to ourselves, ground our energy, and really come to this place of balance and alignment. these practices are really going to be the vehicle for the empath to really cope with their emotions and cope with how they feel so deeply without really allowing it to negatively affect their lives and their space and their energy. So, if this space is a space that you think will support you as an empath, and or maybe you're just in need of some nervous system regulation, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the channel. The more likes this video has, the more people that we can reach and the more people that can join this community that we can support and that can also support us as well. Also, maybe drop in the comments which one of those, or maybe more than one of those 5 characteristics that I talked about today, really resonate with you. And you're like, yep, I have 4 out of 5 of those. So I know that I'm an empath, or at least a highly sensitive person who is in tune, who takes on too much, and really sort of puts others before I put myself. So make sure to check out the Empath Reset Journey. It is a guided meditation series that is really going to take you through this journey of how you can release, reset, and protect your energy as an empath. There are 2 parts of the guided meditation up already, and there will be a third coming out this Sunday. So look out for that and enjoy those and take some time. They're about 6 to 7 minutes on average. So grab your earbuds, grab a quiet place. It does not take you very long, and it can really provide you with that ability to at least to relax and kind of reset your energy as you go through and start your week and go throughout your week, and you're taking on different things throughout your life. So thank you so much for sharing this space with me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.